In this video, we're going to have a look at calculating the price to earnings ratio for shares in companies. Now, the price to earnings ratio refers to the market price of a company's shares divided by its earning or its profit per share. It gives the investor an indication of how much the shares cost per dollar of profit earned. Now, it can be used by investors to compare share investments in two separate companies. The higher the price to earnings ratio, the more you have to invest for each dollar of profit. So when comparing price to earnings ratios of two or more different companies, you are looking for the company with the lowest price to earnings ratio. This means that to earn that $1 of profit, you need to invest a smaller amount. So to calculate the price to earnings ratio, you take the market price per share and divide it by the annual earnings per share for that company. That will give you a ratio amount of how much you need to spend to earn $1 of profit in that company. So let's have a look at some examples involving the price to earnings ratio. So in our example, suppose shares in company A have a market price of $20 and a 12 months earnings per share of $1.85, while company B have a market price of $50 and an annual earnings per share of $3.30. Now, part A is asking us to calculate the price to earnings ratio for each of those companies over the 12-month period, giving our answer correct to one decimal place. Then part B is asking, based on those price to earnings ratios we calculate, which shares have been the better investment. So let's have a look at starting with part A and the price to earnings ratios. Now, to complete these, we need two pieces of information: the current market price and the earnings per share. So for company A, the question tells us the current market price is $20 and the earnings per share is $1.85. For company B, the market price is $50 and the earnings per share is $3.30. So we'll start off by calculating for company A. And the first thing we'll do is write down the formula. And the formula is market price per share divided by annual earnings per share. So for company A, the market price is $20 and the earnings per share is $1.85. So our price to earnings ratio is going to be 10.8, and rounding that to one decimal place. So now we need to do the same thing for company B, and we'll start off with writing the formula. So after we've completed the formula, our next step is to substitute in the values. So for company B, it is going to be 50 divided by $3.30, and that is equal to 15.2. So now that we have our two price to earnings ratios, we need to compare them for part B. So we are comparing a price to earnings ratio of company A of 10.8 to company B of 15.2. So the information that the price to earnings ratio tells us is that to earn $1 of revenue in company A, you've got to spend $10.80 to buy the shares. To earn $1 revenue in company B, you need to spend $15.20. So to earn that same $1 in revenue, it is better to invest in company A, because that will allow you to spend less money to earn that same $1. So that is an example of some calculations involving the price to earnings ratios of shares.